Greetings everyone, welcome back to Donna Dreams. It is Priestess Ieisha, aka Ms.Z on this channel. Thank you so much for tuning into another video. If you would, please make sure that you like and subscribe. Comment down below which one you chose. I love to read the comments. If you need to book a reading, my bookings are open until they're closed, okay? Because lately I have not been trying to get overbooked. So, if it's available, please take advantage of that. I also always keep emergency readings open, and you can get those within 48 hours for the most part. I don't do readings early in the morning, like 3 a.m. or like at, 12 at night. I don't do those, but I will get it for the most part to you within 48 hours. And yes, they're open right now, so I do have a few slots open. But I also want to mention that I do have an anniversary coming up. It's a 7-year anniversary, really for Dawn and Dreams collectively, but it is for me selling my dream catchers. I've been doing this longer than I've had YouTube, so I'm going to be bringing back some exclusive styles. I'm also going to be working with some people who get me some really rare feathers. Natural Motes is cruelty free. Natural Motes, and they're feather collectors that I work with. So I'm going to be, working with them and getting some really extra special dream catchers together with different types of energy. So look forward to that. And I will speak about more of that probably in another video, but also you can follow me on Instagram to stay updated with that. The last announcements I have to make is, one, if you want to take advantage of, I do have a few bracelets left. If you need some protection bracelets, that's on the website. And also, shout out to everybody that's been taking advantage of the classes that I've been making available. Guys, please take advantage of that, because a lot of people will ask me, how do I communicate with the ancestors? I have a class for that now. How do I venerate the ancestors? I have a class for that now, and I do give some good information and tips in there. Also, if you need to know information about before getting initiated or before taking a big step in your life, I have a class for that now. So you can go under my Priestess series. It's all on my shop. And you just watch the playback, get you some popcorn and watch the playback. I have to do the same thing. I'm always forever learning. So take advantage of, the information that's put out there to you if you're wanting to develop your spirituality. And I'm going to have another class coming, so I'm not going to stop. I'm going to try to stay consistent with, making some classes available for you guys. So again, that's on the website, donnadreams.com. And let's dive into this video. So happy July to everyone. We're going to be looking into what's going to come forward for you this month, and probably going a little bit after July as well too. But again, so this is going to be a July reading. What's coming in for July? I'm going to try to make it quick. So anyway, we have pile 1 here, which is high tension. We have pile 2 here, which is horseplay. We have pile 3 here, which is the hot seat. So again, that's pile 1 with high tension. Oh, pile 2 with horseplay. Pile 3 with the hot seat. Pick which one resonates with you. If you need more time, please pause the video, and we're going to get right on into it. All right, so pile number 1. Let's move this out the way so y'all can't see that. All right. So you picked high tension. So I wonder why you picked that, if it's not obvious. I wonder why you picked that. So right off the bat, Spirit is talking about you need to find, a hobby or something to get into. Sometimes that's the remedy. In my readings, when I do my Inyoni Oracle readings for people privately, I bring that up. I bring up like, you know what, you need to treat yourself. You need to find something that you can get into. And people may not take that seriously, but it is important, okay? Because we need to find something that we can do for ourselves. Not for our kids, not for our parents, not for even our partner at times. We need something that we can give to ourselves that makes us happy without anybody else being involved sometimes, And if it is a vacation with your partner, then that's good too, but they're speaking on high tension. And this is not just built up over, a couple of months. I'm seeing a couple of years of stress. And trauma can get trapped in the body. We know this. So I'm seeing some blockages coming in from all the trauma and all the tension that has been built up over the years. So July is honestly about you getting past this challenge. So it's like Spirit's putting you on a mission to tackle things that are causing you stress. And stress takes form in many ways. having a lot of anxiety, you know, and I get that real bad too, because I'm always like on a schedule. I'm always up, and I know how, excuse me, talking over myself, you know, that's one of the things. But anyway, always having to get up, always having to be on time, always having to make sure I did this, did I go do that? Like, you know, sometimes you just have to take a week off. And we, in today's society, we can't have a week off. It's almost like we can't, but they're speaking on, you need to plan for this. It's a reason why you chose this, and you know why you chose this too. I'm seeing that Spirit wants to put patience back into your life. This is why you become very impatient when things don't work out for you, because you already have a set of tension that you come into a situation with. Yoga, massage parlor, meditation. Yeah, the ancestors are coming in the middle here. They're saying that you need to heal, and they're also saying that they miss you. So they're looking out for you just as much as, you know, you may be wanting to speak to them, but they're asking you to heal. Yeah, you see how these cards come in the middle? These are my old cards. Spirit told me to bring these out today. So anyway, you have deep trauma holds me. I am releasing trauma, deep pain. Okay, so they're speaking on the fact that deep trauma has held you this long, but they're also speaking on the fact that you need to be proactive and healing that trauma so that you can move forward in life, so that you can relax, so that you can not have so many expectations in your life either. Things flow, excuse me. And there's an issue with communication here. Because when I notice it's coming like back to back, it's an energy of not being able to communicate how you feel as well too. Spiritual bond, deepest connection. Yeah, some of you need to go out there, and it's hot. It's hot as hell out there. I ain't gonna, you know, I'm not even gonna lie to you. But, you know, Spirit is still saying that you need to connect with nature. You need to find your own little like space in nature that you can revive yourself. Going to some water as well too would help. Okay, so this is a lot. They're speaking on like the high demands of your job. So some of you have a demanding job, whether it's a business that's stressing you out, or it's like a career goal, or it's like a manager position, or just at your job. They're speaking on high tension. For some of you, and this is a very specific message, for some of you, you know that it's time for you to find something else. So they're speaking on finding something that's less stressful. And you know something that I put on my board in the month of June, I said work smarter, not harder, okay? So that is a motto that you need to take for yourself. Like, you know, you've done, and for some of you, you've been working years at a job. You already put in all the work that you can put in. Now it's time for you to, like, you know, take the easy route. Even if it means elevating to a point where you don't have to do certain things anymore. They speak on you want to be responsible for everything all the time. And sometimes you have to let that go. Release your need to control. And that's for everybody. Release your need to control. Because when you're always trying to control everything, you're adding extra stress on your belt that you don't need. Some of you need a reading too. And this is just for you. You know, it's not about anything really like generally. It's just like you need attention to self. So what I mean is, like, you know, not a reading about any other issues in your life. Just, hey, I need something about me. Just kind of like a therapist in a sense. Now, a reader is not a therapist, but even that would be helpful too. Like, you need somebody to focus on your energy alone. The things that you've been through in life. Somebody that's gonna tell you that things are gonna be okay with you. Okay. Let me get a few more cards here. We're gonna move on to another deck. So you're always on the lookout because you have be watchful, stay guarded. So you're always guarded. You're always, you know, looking over your shoulder and things of that nature. But they say healing is in great progress. Healing is in great progress. So this is what July is about for you. Healing. and not feeling so guarded too. And also you're going to have to work on your communication, because it's really challenging for me right now. And the funny thing is, like, this happens when I'm doing personal readings. Like, somebody, I won't be able to talk as much. Sometimes it's the ancestors, sometimes it's them. And, you know, the next reading, communication will flow so easily. So that'd be weird for me. But anyway, some of you have memory loss due to stress. So what's coming in the month of July? I want to say the month of June, but the month of July. Proactive in getting your stress level down. Proactive and stop taking over everything. They say that you're picking up on a lot of energy. For some of you, it's not even the fact that it's not even the work sometimes. Sometimes it's just the type of work that you're doing, because you're picking up on everybody's energy. And for some of you, you're just responsible for a lot of people. But they say, I can feel their pain and energy, picking up on everything around you, positive and negative. So this is why you have high tension as well too, because you're feeling everybody's stress, everybody's pain, and it's a lot on you, okay? So you're going to have to find some solutions in July. Whether it's you wearing protection jewelry, some of you need to wear the right cloths and clothing, so to speak. Like with me, I'm supposed to wear a lot more white, and it keeps things cool for me, energy-wise. So some of you need to find your spiritual colors. There's some things that you need to find out about yourself so that you can, you know, be okay with self. Because I'm seeing businesses weighing down on you. You always kind of having the prescription for everybody. You always helping people. You always giving advice. You always putting up with people, you know, BS all the time. And it's like it's starting to weigh down on you. So you can't really focus on the good things because it's always something else on top of that. And I'm seeing there's a lot of people, when they give you things, it always has some type of attachment with it. It's just like, you know, that's the reason why I don't even like donations anymore, because a lot of people will try to blackmail you. Like, oh, I gave you this amount of money, so you need to do this and this and that for me. And if people are not giving you things, you know, without any expectations, then don't take anything from that person. I'll give you this, but come do me this favor. Now, it's not to say that you can't go do them a favor, but right now, you don't need to be doing any favors. You're already too stressed out. You already have too much on your plate. So if somebody's giving you something, it could be, you know, a chair, hat, coat, don't matter. They need to just give it to you without any expectations of thinking that they're going to receive anything back. And you have to stop feeling guilty to feel like you have to pay that person back if they're giving you something. Spirit has been telling you this, so this means that some of you have been having health issues as well too. It could be mental, could be physical, but your body, you know, you could feel like something's weighing heavy on your shoulders all the time. Your back hurts. Those are signs that you need to de-stress. But your ancestors have been telling you this, okay? You also need to do a cleanse in the month of July so that, you know, everything flows. Some of you can't focus on your spiritual training because there's a lot going on. You are already under too much stress. Like, I'm seeing an initiation that's supposed to happen for you in the month of June. But the main thing is respecting taboos. So it is taboo for you right now to, I'm sorry, after the month of June, I think, the month of July, excuse me. If I said the month of June, I'm not sure. But I just feel like you're kind of in this in-between point. So you've been going through this for a minute. But anyway, so you have respecting taboos. So that basically means that, as I'm telling you, don't take on more stress. Don't go turn this reading off and go start, you know, seeing who you can help out every 5 minutes. Like, you need to just chill out, slow down, and like I said, think about you right now. What is it that you need? because it's telling me that you can't focus on anything that you want to do because you're constantly trying to keep everything together, constantly trying to make sure that you got the bills paid. So again, working smarter, not harder this year. I said this year, so that means that you've been doing this all year long. But this month, figure out new ways to have passive income as well too. Yeah, because they show the past repeating itself. So this is a deeper lesson for you because you've been doing this really all your life. And if not all your life, all year long, up until this point, you've just been taking on too much. And it's causing you to have, what was I going to say? Look, I was going to say memory loss, and now that's what's going on with me right now. Memory loss, causing you to have physical ailments. So we're going to get a couple more cards, and then we're going to close out of this one. Oh, and you have a spirit who recently passed is saying, thank you for keeping me your thoughts and memory. I love you. Spirit, what is the month of July going to bring them? Closing out. Watch for people who try again to get you into some type of contract, even if it's not like a physical contract. Contracts can be anything that we're agreeing to. Watch the things that you agree to this month. Like I said, just look out for yourself. And honestly, if you've been experiencing a lot of short-temperedness, or you're just very short-tempered, impatient, it's because of the tension that you have. So I wouldn't be surprised if you don't handle this in July. You know, it's going to continue. It's going to continue. You're going to be very stressed out, and you're going to want to fight people, okay? So before that happens, work on your stress level. Sometimes you have to be a little selfish, and people are not going to like that. You know, they're not going to like it. Oh, well. You got to do for yourself right now, because, you know, if you're trying to grow back your hair, if you're trying to just be healthy overall in your body, in your mind, in your spirit, you have to take time out for yourself. You have to turn the other cheek. It's about fairness right now. So this year is about taking, I keep saying this year, and you know that's not a coincidence, but this month is about taking back your power, okay? Because you have unfairness. You haven't been treated fairly. There's a lot of weight that's been put on you. And now it's time to balance back out those scales, okay? And you know something? With bad news coming, that's not to say you're going to receive bad news in the month of July. I'm seeing this as a reflection of maybe in June. Maybe that's why I keep bringing that up. There might have been some information that was unpleasant to you that came, or you've just been receiving a lot of bad news. So you haven't had time to process a lot of things. Even if you've had death in your family, I'm seeing that you haven't had a lot of time to process these things. Process financial issues. You haven't had time to get yourself together because you just keep going and keep going and keep going. So work on that. All right, so I'm done on this pile because I took a long time. All right, let's go on to pile number 2. All right, so pile number 2. I know I took a long time on pile number 1, but here we go. Pile number 2. So you got horseplay. So what's coming in for you for the month of July? All right. So for you, your ancestors, and this is your ancestors and your spirit guides, your higher ups, they're wanting you to take their messages seriously. They've been showing you all kind of signs, dreams, and things of this nature, but it's kind of like, you know, you're not either taking it seriously, or, you know, you still have this mindset of thinking everything has to be logical in order for it to be believable. So in July, you know, and this is not just in July, it needs to continue. You need to be focused on, you know, how to get past these limitations in your mind. So it's about this pile too, about setting goals, but also getting past those goals too, reaching for the stars a little bit. Because you, yeah, and the altar wants to come out. All right, so what's coming in the month of July? What's coming in the month of July? And I also need to pull from my other deck for that. Spirit wanted me to use this today. My Old Faithful. Everything we do is for a reason. Spirit's talking about staying consistent with the things that you're working on, because it's going to pay off. Especially if you've been putting a lot of energy into something, a project or something that you're trying to accomplish. Yeah. Okay. Let's keep it there for right now. Let's go over this. Okay. I hear messages beyond this round. So that's what Spirit's confirming to you. So you have to, you know, really start trusting your intuition, but not just your intuition, even your gifts, so to speak. Because it goes a little bit deeper for you. The things that they're going to start to show you is going to be like, you know, should I even, kind of like mermaids, you know. You have some people who believe it and you have some people who don't. But the people who don't, again, they're in this box mindset that the only thing that exists is humans and animals and nothing outside of that. And we don't even know what's in the bottom of the ocean, right? And because we don't know, our minds are supposed to still be open to the possibility. So it's about opening your possibility, because I see that certain spirits want to come to you and even speak to you and give you messages, but you have a closed mindset on how a message should be received, or you know, you don't, like, it's like seeing something in the sky, you know, and now people say they see UFOs today. I mean, they were saying it in the past in certain areas too, but there's a lot of people who still don't believe it. They want you to open up your mind so that you can develop your gifts, even past what some people say a gift is, so to speak. It's not just about seeing spirits, you know. Sometimes you can see other life forms and things of that nature, things that you ain't never seen. So this pile is a very spiritual pile, and I just feel like your ancestors and spirit guides want to stop playing with you. And they want you to stop playing and, you know, really open up your mindset, because they have more that they want to teach you. Okay. Now, let's see. Yeah, initiated to the mystery. So this is what I'm talking about. Learning more about, you know, your spirituality. Becoming an elder. Okay. Let's see what else. There's some links for it. They're speaking on within a few weeks into July. A snake is going to be revealed to you. It says, you knew I was a snake when you took me in. So there's going to be somebody that's revealed to you who isn't your friend, or who isn't really an associate of yours, that you need to kind of weed out of your circle. Or maybe some truth is going to come in from somebody that you thought you could have trusted. Okay? And this is why you've been lacking chemistry with this person, whoever this is. It's like, you know, things haven't been clicking with this person lately. And so it's like they're going to start revealing their true colors to you within a few weeks. There's something that's coming that Spirit wants you to prepare for. And that's why they're telling you to study and download information. Don't take their messages for granted, regardless of how it comes. It doesn't matter if it's a dragon coming to you. You need to write it down. Don't take their messages for granted, because something's coming, you know, really globally, but essentially there's some things that are coming that they want you to be prepared for. So they want you to really take this time in July to study, really get tapped into your spirituality. You also need to pour some libations for some of your ancestors, because I'm seeing, this came out in the first pile too. There's a spirit who recently passed saying, thank you for keeping me in your thoughts and memories. I love you. But you have somebody that wants libations as well. There's some things that you need to let go of. And like I said, in a few weeks, you're going to see why. Spirit wants you to understand that you're on the right path as well. And you don't need to compare your journey to other people. especially if you are feeling like you're alone in the things that you're doing. What's coming in the month of July, Spirit? They're speaking about not getting caught up in any drama, controlling your emotions. Don't get caught up. Because there's a time, there's a period of time that's going to come in. They're speaking on a depressed time. They're speaking on really future events for you. And so in July, they want you to be picking up all the seeds. While everybody's caught up in the media, while everybody's caught up in everything else, they want you to be getting prepared. Because people don't see what's coming when it comes to food shortages and all these other things. But you're going to be the one who knows about what's going on. While everybody's getting dominated, you're being protected, okay? So it's weird, but they're very serious about you. Very serious. Yeah, caution needed. Be careful telling anybody your business as well. Or what you have planned. Let's see. Do I want to pull from anything else? Before we move on. Yes, I do. I'm going to pull from this deck here. Spirit, what's coming in the month of July? 1, 2, 3. Pile number 2. Okay, so there's going to be some good chemistry coming into your life. Okay. But they say, so there's two different messages. If you're already in a relationship, they're just speaking on bringing chemistry back into your life, especially if things been kind of rough in the previous months. And this is going to help things to smooth out. I see you enjoying yourself, going out, having a good time, these type of things. If you're single, it speaks about getting past the infatuation phase. But you will be having like some good chemistry, okay? But don't just focus just on that. Make sure that you are sticking by the person even through the difficult times. This is interesting, okay? I'm even seeing some exes trying to come back too. And like I said before, there are some people that you just kind of like, you have your guard up against, and this is not, you know, for, it's like you're listening to your intuition. Let me just put it that way. You're listening to your intuition, that subconscious that's telling you to stay away from these people, and that will be correct because some people are going to give you that same old energy. You're going to deal with the same old things, and it's like right now it's time for you to distance yourself so that you can focus on your own path and what you need for your spirit right now. And it's not something that they can give you, okay? There's a divine change coming. I'm seeing a switch in authority. So what this means is, as we wrap up, one, there's going to be more doors and opportunities coming for you. But I'm seeing situations where, you know, people that you compared yourself to in the past, you know, it's like you're going to get further than them. And this goes well beyond July. But I see the start of that happening because a lot of doors and opportunities are going to come to you in this month. But remember that this is a month for you to be downloading and studying at the same time, even amongst everything else that you're working on, okay? All right, so that's pile 2. Let's go on to pile number 3. Last but not least, we have pile number 3, the hot seat. Okay, so who's putting you in the hot seat, right? So one of your ancestors is putting you in the hot seat, okay? So, and this could be a collection of ancestors too. It could be also a spirit guide, but they're putting you in the hot seat. So this means that right now, in the month of July, it's about you taking responsibility. And it's not like a punishment or anything like that. It's actually a good thing. It's like you're going to be stepping up to a lot of things that you said that you were going to do in the past. So if you had things that you wanted to do, and you've been delaying it, you've been procrastinating, Spirit's like, no more. You're going to have to get on it. You're going to have to take steps. And maybe, you know, it's not going to be completely accomplished in July, but July is a month about putting you in the hot seat. It's almost one of the hottest months, if I'm not mistaken, if not June. But anyway, you know, it's one of the hottest months. So you're going to be put in the hot seat. You're going to be, like, things are going to be put in your face, but I also see you being proactive with trying to get things accomplished that you keep delaying, okay? And it's like for the greater good, if that makes sense. Like, no more running around, no more avoiding this. You got to do it, right? You got to do it. And it doesn't really matter what it is. If it's starting a business, if it's getting another job, if it's moving, if it's traveling, those type of things. So set some goals of things that you want to accomplish this month. I said really that for all pals, but this one is more about proving it to yourself. That you can get some things done that you really need to do, and also lead in your life as well too. And some of you, I'm seeing it has more to do with like facing your fear. So what is something that you're really afraid of that you know that you need to do for the greater good of your life purpose and your soul mission here? Is it putting yourself on, you know, camera? Is it, you know, starting a YouTube? Is it, you know, getting on TikTok? What is it? Because there's something that they're speaking on that you need to go ahead and just start doing, because it's going to bring you a lot of prosperity and a lot of, you know, attention, really. Things that you deserve. Is it telling somebody how you feel, you know, for the first time? Is it letting somebody have it, you know, in an appropriate way? Like, what is it? Because there's some things that you need to just kind of put out on the table this month. Some of you need to address your health as well, too, because you've been ignoring it. So, again, this month is all about facing things, you know, because they say you've been ignoring all the signs. You've been hearing things, you've been seeing visions, which means that you've been having dreams. All of these things have been kind of like, again, it's like a volcano almost that's coming in your life, you know, where you're going to have to deal with things. You're going to have to address things, and it's going to be for the greater good. It's going to be to get your foundation where it needs to be. Now, what else is coming for July, Spirit? Self-care. I'm seeing a repeated energy of cleansing. So you need to do like a summer cleanse. I know they say spring cleanse, but you need to do a summer cleanse that represents like cleaning the house, but also cleaning it spiritually as well too, to get negative energy out of your way. I just said that. Can't make that up. You have issues with self-confidence. So this is coming forth because, again, what? They're putting you in the hot seat. They want you to be the best version of yourself and stop holding yourself back. It's you know, and I keep just presenting little things so that you can see how this can affect different parts of your life. Is it wearing your hair down? You know, is it, you know, for the ladies, not wearing makeup? What is it, you know? Having the confidence to say no. There's just a lot of little things that we hold ourselves back from that, again, we need to do for our greater good. So however it falls in your life, Spirit's saying that you're going to have to gain the confidence to do these things. All right, so some of you hold on to things for way too long, and it would just honestly just be better if you tell people how you feel. because I'm seeing like it causes headaches and migraines and stress in your body because you're not able to express yourself in the way that you want to. Okay, so this is how long you've been putting this off. I'm like, why did they tell me no date yet? Like, I'm like, what? And now they're telling me, okay, so no date yet means that there's some things that you put on your calendar that you never get around to. You just never, I don't even think you put it on the calendar. You just like, you know, whatever. I'll deal with it whenever I deal with it. Then it's never dealt with, okay? I'm also seeing this when it comes to debt. If you're facing some debt or responsibilities, I'm seeing that getting into alignment too, or maybe you come up with a payment plan or something of that nature. Losing faith, depleting energy. I react negative to others. Okay. It's because you just keep everything in. I see your ancestors looking out for you too. This month is about remembering who you are as well too. Not letting people walk all over you. Being comfortable in your own skin, like I just told you. I'm also saying that some of you need to do rituals as well too. Let me see. Okay. Rituals of protection. Okay, some of you have a calling that you need to answer, so this is why you're being put in the hot seat as well too. Yeah, but like I said, everything leads back to abundance and good favor for you. So if there's some things that you're avoiding, again, when it comes to your purpose, it's time to start doing those things. I'm going to get a few more cards and then we're going to close out. What's coming for the month of July? Yeah, so that you can rest peacefully at night. Time of plenty. Like, you're supposed to be enjoying yourself right now. You're going to feel more complete once you start, you know, answering these callings that you feel like you have, especially when it comes to like your career goals and your journey, because more money opportunities are going to come in for you. Yes, good future. And that's the reason why you've been having certain issues in your life. Typically that represents that, you know, either one, you're not on the right path. And I don't like to say anybody's not on the right path, but it's almost like there's a better path for you to go down, or you're avoiding the path of your spiritual journey, of what your soul is calling you to do. Yeah, so it's all about getting organized. And I'm also seeing some of you are going to stop relying on other people, because there's a lot of deceitful people around you. So they're speaking about, you know, not relying on other people for help and just figuring out how to do things yourself, okay? And this may not be like a direct friendship or anything like that, but it's speaking about like just, you know, seeing things from a bird's eye view, and learning how to do things on your own. Alright guys, so that is what's coming for the month of July. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe, and peace.